Good morning. It's almost 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday. I just completed a large order for Uber, which was a nice little surprise. I'm waiting to see what the order finalizes at. Right now it's at $3.44. It was for Chick-fil-A. It was for 40 sandwiches, and Chick-fil-A is not fast at all. I think I waited there probably about 30 minutes for these, and it was just the sandwiches. So as soon as I completed the pickup, there was a message from the customer saying that it was a large order for the sales team and that they tip accordingly. So I could go two ways: that they tipped when they placed the order according to the total bill, or they wait until the order is complete and tip accordingly based on the delivery. I don't know. But I did do this before. This was a different person that ordered, because the first time I did this one, probably last month, two girls came down because it's a complicated building and got the order. This time it was a gentleman and I had to go up, which is fine. So I'm waiting to see in an hour what this comes out to be. Last time it was, I think, $39. So we'll see what this one is. Hopefully it's either that or possibly a little bit more. I'm not sure, but I'm happy with it. And I'm glad that I turned on Uber this morning, because I am a firm believer that Uber puts you in algorithms, and I am 1000% in their shopping algorithm, which makes me happy because, in my opinion, Uber pays the best for their shops. So I will shop for Uber all day long, all day, every day. So now I'm hoping that I'm in the large order program for them and that algorithm as well. Not that there's many, but like I said, this is twice in a row. Like, I'm assuming their sales meetings are once a month. So we'll see. But now I'm on my way up to my delivered order, which is not a big deal order. It's only $30, but it puts me in a good location at a good time for lunch. So I'm going up there super early because it's not far. It's like a 30-minute drive up to Vernon Hills, but I'd rather be up there than to get caught doing something by my house and possibly be late, especially with these stats, and which is what I want to talk about today. So I'll be up there. Maybe I can get a couple shops done or a couple food orders or whatever before my catering. So as far as the new Emerald program, and this person in front of me, I don't even think is doing the speed limit. Anyways, as far as the new Emerald program, from what I've been told from people who tested the program, is it is based on your last 30 orders or 30 days, whichever is greater. So you have to have at least 30 orders, I believe, in the past 30 days, I believe. That really only puts you at 25 if you do one every day of the week, like Monday through Friday. So I don't know if I have to come up with 5 more somewhere, like on the weekends, or do more than one a day, which I would love to if they sent it to me. But there is no more what is the number of deliveries for Emerald. It is literally what is listed. At 25, you become like the tier 1, I think. I can't remember. All I know is tier 3 is 50. Yes, tier 1 is 25. Tier 2 is 50, but you have to have, I think, an 85% or 85 emeralds. Tier 3 I know is 50 plus deliveries and a 90% or 90 emeralds. I keep saying percent, but whatever. And then to make elite, you have to have 100 plus, now, or lifetime. So you don't have to, once you got those 100, now it's just based on your emeralds. So how well that you're doing your pickup, your drop off, and your acceptance rate. So there is no more, like last quarter I missed it by just a few deliveries. There is no more of that. Once you're at 100, you're automatically eligible for elite, depending on what your percentages are. So right now mine is a 93. So I have 30 days to get it. Well, I guess a little bit more because they're starting at July 1st. To 95 or above. I know I have 30 days. 30 days ago was my last late drop off, because it was, I'm sorry, it wasn't 30 days ago. I will be able to, within the next 30 days, have that one drop off. That was my last late delivery. It was Mother's Day, and we got stuck in traffic. My husband and I both were like, oh, that's going to be an easy order, no traffic on a Sunday. Yeah, we were wrong. And then, of course, the person wasn't there when I did the delivery, so I had to wait for her, so it was completely late. But, so I know, and I'm not going to say it, because every time I say that I know I made it, I don't. But this is the best chance I have at making it, let's put it that way. Now, to maintain it, I think might be a little harder, because everybody, I think, in July has the possibility of being elite, unless you're brand new and don't have the 100 deliveries. But so the orders are going to be spread a little thin. I still think Chicago is a good enough market that I can do at least one a day, because I am in the minority. Yes, I love the high orders. Of course I do. I'm not taking anything downtown unless the pickup is downtown and the pay is at least $140, because we all know how much I love downtown. But when I pick up stuff by my house in the suburbs and then have to deliver that downtown, it never works, because they don't give you enough time. I don't know if they put in the GPS. Like, if right now I could put in the GPS that I have to go downtown and it'll tell me ballpark it'll take 50 minutes. I know it's going to take me over an hour and probably 15, because the closer you get to downtown, the more traffic it is, the more your time is backed up. But I think they use that original 50 minutes to give you the time to get down there, and they should always add at least 30 minutes onto that. So my point was, I don't mind taking the $20 orders, the $30 orders, if I can stack it with something else, or if it puts me in a good area that I know I'm going to make more money on top of that after I drop that off. And I know my market pretty well to know where I should and should not take those orders. Like this $30 order that I'm driving a half hour to, I am picking up at 11. The drop off is at 11:30, but it's 2 miles away, and I know this restaurant will have it either early or on time, and it's like a 10-minute drive, and it's a drop off. I'm not allowed in the building, so I know that I'll be back to that main area where all the restaurants are by like 11:20. And if I throw on DoorDash, I might get a large catering order, or I know that at least the orders are good out there. So going out there for $30 wouldn't be worth it if it was putting me in the middle of someplace that there's no restaurant. So you really, really need to know your area, and not just the area you live in, but the areas that you want to deliver in, or that you know delivered is pretty heavily based in, to know if it's worth it or not. If it was going to a different area, I wouldn't take it, but I know this one, and I hope that I'm not jinxing this, that I can make pretty decent money after this drop off. So I will take non-high orders and be happy with it, because I know that I have a million different apps that I can stack stuff with or turn on afterwards and make some more money. So you guys really need to learn your market and where delivered goes to the most. I know Vernon Hills is so busy with them. I just don't normally like going out there, because the orders are 11:30 pickup, 12 o'clock drop off. Well, I'm not going to get into any algorithm going and signing in at noon. So this one was a good one, and I decided that it was worth taking. And I'm trying to work off these last orders to get my rates up. I don't think my percentage will go up anytime today, because I looked 30 days ago what I took, and I was on time to those. So I don't think it'll go up, but I may be off base too. So another thing I wanted to discuss, I was on Terry's live yesterday because I got home a little bit earlier, and somebody was saying something about gas, and I'm like, did you guys use Upside? So if you guys aren't using Upside, you really should. You're just throwing money away. Sorry, I just want to make sure I get on the right. It's free to sign up. All you have to do is link a debit card that you're going to be paying with, debit card, credit card, whatever. You click on the app, and it tells you what gas stations are near you that they use. And as long as you use one of those and you click claim, when you pump your gas, just put that you use the linked card, and it gives you a percentage, and it tells you what percentage that each gas station gives. So yesterday I got gas and it gave me 15% back on whatever, or on 15 cents a gallon, I'm sorry, on whatever I pumped. So it's only, you know, $1 to maybe $3, depending on how big your gas tank is each time. But as gig workers, you know how often that you are filling your tank, so it adds up. Certain points, I know at Christmas they gave you double, so my 15% would have been 30%, and that's when I said in the chat that I make somewhere between $50 and $100 a month on that. I have mine gone into a Amazon gift card, and then just use it on Amazon for things that I need, and I don't have to pay for it. So it's really good. You guys should use it. I don't know if there's a referral code. I don't pay attention to those things, but if there is, I'll put it at the end of this video. If you guys want to use it, great. If not, no big deal, but you should be signing up for it, because every little bit counts, and it doesn't have to just be your car. If, you know, you could fill up today on your car, and tomorrow if you're with your kid or your spouse or your friend, just pay for it. They, you know, if it's your friend, they can give you the money back or whatever, but you get a percentage. And then if you do 10 fill-ups in a month, then you get an additional 10 cents a gallon. I think that's how that works, because it always tells, and it keeps track of your 7 out of 10. And as long as you get to that 10 by the end of the month, then you get a 10 cent bonus on your next fill-up or something like that. And then they also have restaurants. I've never done the restaurants, but I know Jimmy John's at one point was giving you 45% of your bill back. So if you use that, you're going to make even more money. But it's really a good tool, especially for people that do gig work, to be doing, who wouldn't want, you're literally doing nothing. You're going to fill up your tank anyways. All you have to do is hit claim, and then that you use the card. That's it. 2 little swipes on your phone, and you're going to get money back. You can transfer that money at any point. I try to do it at $50 just because that just seems like a round number to me. But I know for Christmas, I made in 1 month $150 because I was getting Christmas stuff with that money from Amazon. So you should use it. If not, you're just kind of throwing money away, in my opinion, but to each their own. But like I said, I will, at the end of this video, I will put the tip that came in for the large order for Uber. And if there is a referral code, I will put that at the end as well. I do want to thank Terry for mentioning me in her live. I got, I think, 10 new subscribers from that. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I thank you guys for watching the videos, commenting, liking, subscribing. I would like my little channel to grow, but we'll see where it goes. But I hope you guys are out making good money and having a great day, and we'll talk later.